Greetings, family. It is with gratitude that I welcome you to Spirit Knocks for Brooklyn Mosaic. As you know, my journey began with a knock, and then there were the three S's. That's signs, symbols, and synchronicities. So at the height of the pandemic, I'm spending more time in my home. Very rarely do I go outside. And when I do go outside, there are less distractions because there are less people in the streets. So I'm really able to pay attention and see what's happening around me. So businesses start to open up slowly. I start to run errands again, driving in my car alone. Little things will happen. For example, I went to take some packages out to the post office to ship. And I realized that I had some other errands to run, and I just kind of felt like I lost my direction. So I'm in my car and I go, you know what, just pull over, get your life. I pull over and I pull over right in front of a stop sign, which I thought was kind of ironic because I needed to stop. I literally pull over to the right, and as I'm sitting in my car, this beautiful bird that I've never seen before lands on my side view mirror, and it looks me right in my face. So I look, I'm like, hey, beautiful, like, what's up? I see you. Not really sure what it's about, but I don't think it's a coincidence. So the bird flies off, and I watch it fly away. And it flies off to a home where there's a pickup truck in the driveway. There's another bird waiting for it. And they both sit there together and they're looking over at me. And when I tell you I blink and I look and the birds are gone, I look up, I don't even see them flying. I look to the nearest tree, I don't see them there. So that was a little strange to me. I just kind of held on to it, got myself organized, set my plan out to hit the post office, hit the bank, hit the grocery store, bring it back in, So I continue with my day. So not even a day or two later, I go out and I decide, I'm going to go to a spa. It's a salt spa. I'm going to try something different. You know how they had all these goodies in Groupon. You could still use that. So I'm on my way to the spa and a rabbit runs across my path. And I'm like, okay, here's this rabbit, no big deal. I continue on to the spa. When I come out of the spa, I see another rabbit in front of a home. Okay, lots of rabbits out today. As I'm coming across the street, I see a rabbit up on its hind legs, once again, looking at me. So now I'm like, what is going on? And it was just standing there still, like frozen. And I was like, they must do like possums, like where they think they're in danger and they kind of just play dead, or they freeze in position to fool, whoever they think is going to harm them, whatever animal, whatever human being. I blew it off. So I turned the corner and there's a big rabbit and a small rabbit. And they're both just there. And I'm like, that was a total of 4 rabbits. So you could look at that a few ways. You could say maybe the number 4 meant something. Maybe the rabbits meant something. Maybe the color of the rabbits meant something. So I looked it up. And I'll make sure I put the spiritual meaning in the description. But it had a meaning. And it had to do with the fact that I was dealing with some things at the time that I wasn't even aware of. Just like the birds I saw. The birds that I saw, I had to look them up because I'd never seen birds like that before. So I literally just put in the color of the birds. They were brown and gray. These weren't pigeons, y'all. I'm from New York. I know a pigeon, aka flying rats. This was a mourning dove. And I didn't know that doves came in gray and brown. I thought doves were white, right? That's the way they were explained to me. That's what I was told. That's the image I had from biblical references, that doves were white. These were mourning doves, spelled Mourning, and they were gray and like a chestnut brown, beautiful. And they are God's messengers. I remember that. Never saw those birds before. So the interesting thing is, I see them every day now where I live, right? Um, so that's what we're talking about when we talk about the three S's. We're going to talk more about that. Signs, symbols, and synchronicities. You will also notice that you may go to look on your phone and something will pop up that you've never even referenced before. But it will be something that you need to see in that moment because it's applicable to where you are in your journey. Pay attention, take note, right? I'll give you an example. I wake up at a certain time, and we'll talk more about that. So I was taking some notes, writing things down, and I came across a word that I've heard before, but I really don't know a lot about it, called shaman. And I said, let me, put a little question mark next to this. I'm going to come back. No sooner than I did that, a message comes through on my phone, and it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, who's texting me at this hour? And it's a friend of mine, and he basically says he woke up, something was on his phone, and he decided to just send it to me. And what he sent me was a shaman chant to go back to sleep. So, see what I'm saying? Signs, symbols, synchronicities. When things like that start happening, you need to take note and pay attention. And in the next video, we're going to talk about some of the tools that you want to have on this journey that will assist you with this process. See you in the next video. Blessings.